guys can hear me? All right, good. Well, I'm guessing you're going to ask for an opening statement. I got it. I've done this before. Well, first off, I would be remiss not to say how proud I am to be part of a legacy of a program that just won its 1,000th win. It's a lot of wins. Statistics, but there's not a lot of programs that can say they similarly have 1,000 wins as a program. So I knew when I took this job, I was taking over an opportunity that to be in charge of one of the great traditions in women's basketball. And our kids showed with great connectedness and effort what that means tonight. It was really fitting that this was the 1,000th win. I could talk for days about their defensive effort and accountability, or their connectedness, or their individual efforts. So I'll let you guys ask the questions that you want to direct towards your story.
Ariel, go ahead.
Hey, Courtney, congratulations on the win. What does that tell you about the improvement in your program? That this is a team that played you guys a 6-point game at Carmichael last season, and you do that today?
Yeah, I mean, you think about some of the guys that had the best games of their careers, or at least statistically were really important, and that was Anya, Alysa, Toddy. Those are guys that are just so much better than they were a year ago. We counted on them last year too, but they're much improved. And the team is really different than last year. I think the biggest difference, honestly, is how connected they are. It's a team that really celebrates one another and individually understand their value. So yeah, the growth of this program has been really fun. It's been hard, and I give a lot of credit to the ones, particularly two I have here with me, because they were two of the ones that had to sign on before it all began, to trust me and to trust that this program was going to head in the right direction. And there are huge reasons for it.
What about the improvement of Anya? I don't remember the mid-range jumper last season. She really looked good today.
Yeah, Anya's put a lot of time in. This is we got to work with her all off season. So that makes a huge difference. Her first summer here, because of COVID, it was her first time here. We didn't get a lot of chance to spend time with her. And then we got a lot of time over the last 6 months to get her better. And her footwork's always been good. Part of it is between the ears of the confidence of knowing that that she can score in a variety of ways. She's a very willing passer. She's our best physical threat inside. And yeah, her ability to stretch the floor is continuing to be a huge part of what we want to do.
Thanks.
Anybody else have questions?
Yeah, go for it.
Ashley, go ahead.
So kind of going in a different direction. Obviously, y'all won your season opener by 45 points against A&T, and then today with the 56-point win. So how do you plan to carry this momentum into the rest of the season and mainly ACC play?
Yeah, we've given our guys a big challenge. The first team we played was in the NCAA tournament last year. This team was picked to win their conference. It was our first road game. And then we go into, obviously, 3 of our next 5 games are against Power 5 teams on the road. So our job is just day by day and week by week to ensure that this program continues to get better. Our pieces get better, our whole gets better. And the area that we wanted to get better in for this past, we wanted to move the ball better than we did against A&T, and we did that. So this group there's still got some growth to make, but what they're really awesome at is the things that we tell them they need to get better at, they focus on. So we'll see if it's momentum. It's just, it shows that they're on their process of becoming really good.
Thank you.
Ariel, did you have another question?
Yeah, Alysa Ustby, obviously we saw some great things from her last season, but she really seemed assertive all over the court today. And plus 51 is pretty good.
Yeah, that's kind of like Monopoly numbers, really. But yeah, you said she's assertive. I think she's a better basketball player now. I think I need to continue to help her become a little bit more assertive. I think we always talk about with her that she's so unselfish, and she's a whole lot better than she was last year at being able to be assertive, to your point. But I think we'll continue to kind of infuse her with how important she is and how dangerous she can be all over the floor. But a kid that plays that hard and can sustain that many minutes playing that hard, I mean, it's just a coach's dream. There's not many of them like him. And so it's fun to have her in our, all you Carmichael faithful should be thanking me for that kid.
And I guess one mild concern from the A&T game was rebounding, but that wasn't a concern today. I mean, you rebounded more than half of your misses and out-rebounded them 50-27. What was the difference between the A&T game and this in that regard?
That was one of our main areas of focus since A&T. We talked about how we can't just be a team that stands around and watches our post players battle for the glass. they have to care about their defensive rebounding total on the stat sheet. They have to. And we really looked at Alysa and Toddy in particular, and said that it's just, we need you guys to pull down rebounds, and that needs to be important and it needs to matter. And it sure did. And so, yeah, that was a main area of focus. I love how coachable this group is. I'm grateful for it. I also think I'd be remiss not to talk about how well Carly Littlefield played for us. You know, sometimes she needs to score. Sometimes we need her to lead. Sometimes we need her to play both ways. But, you know, I thought she had a really good game too, although statistically it's easy to ignore it.
In the big picture, how much can you gauge from this game?
A lot. Oh God. You know, we asked them to be, we know that we have to be great, a two-way team, you know, an offensive and a defensive team. And tonight they were a great two-way team. And then they were really pursuit on the glass. So a lot. This is a really good basketball team. I still think this is an NCAA tournament team that we just beat by 60 on their home floor. So yeah, no, we can take a lot from this game, and then we've got a big week coming up, and we'll keep getting better.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go for the
They're all
players.
yours now. Yep, you got it.
All right, we have Anya Poole, who had a career high in scoring tonight. Anya, how about if you give a few thoughts on the game, and then we'll take questions.
Just backing off what Coach said, like we played very collectively, and like we were all in the same headspace. Like we had all 5 people, and even the people on the bench, all in the same route throughout the whole game. And I think that helped us a lot, because we knew our game plan and we went in, we did what we were supposed to do. And that, you know, when you listen to your coach, that's what happens. So, you know, that kind of helped us.
Could you talk about your confidence level? You look really confident today. The mid-range jumper, I don't remember seeing much last season. You can talk about the overall development of your game and your improvement during the offseason.
Yeah, during the offseason, like Coach said, once again, my freshman year, I didn't really come in and I wasn't working on a lot of things. I was just, you know, perfecting everything in the post. And then this past summer, I came in and we worked every single day on different things, like high post jumpers and even the short corner jumpers, and even just me being confident in scoring in the low block. Cause like she said, I'm a very willing passer, and I will pass to my teammates, but I always look for my teammates first before I look for myself. So like once I got that pounded into me, on you need to score, on you need to score, that gave me confidence in doing what I know how to do: shoot, make my layups, and do what I got to do.
But am I wrong? Did you have that jumper last season?
I had it. I just didn't shoot very much. You know, I didn't really go out that far. I stayed where I was comfortable. You know, I wasn't very comfortable shooting out there, but now this year, like you said, I look more comfortable, and I am more comfortable shooting that.
All right. Congratulations. Nice game.
Thank you.
Anybody else have a question for Anya? All right, Anya, I think you're good. Why don't we
Thank
get
you.
Alysa in there in the seat? For Alysa, it's her third double-double as a Tar Heel today. So Alysa, why don't you give a few thoughts on the game, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, so just kind of going off of Anya and Coach Banghart, tonight was just an example of us playing together. We were playing cohesively on offense and defense, and it was just a great win. Everybody, we had a lot of contributors, and we held each other accountable, like Coach was also saying, on defense, and that's a huge thing in order to get those tough team wins.
And I was talking to Coach Banghart, saying I thought you were really assertive, but she's kind of said she wants you to be even more assertive. Can you talk about your role and how the game played out today?
Yeah, so over the summer, I've been working on like my 3-point shot and just driving hard to the basket. And so that confidence, working on that all summer, has led to me being a little more assertive than I was last year. But I do agree with her. There were a few moments where I kind of shied away from attacking the basket. And not only does that create an opportunity for myself to score, but that opens up so much more and like stresses the defense. And that's, I think, where she's coming from. That's her point of view. The more assertive I am, the more I can get my teammates open and even myself. So there's so many positives of me being more assertive. So that's just another step I have to take in my journey of becoming the best basketball player I can be.
I mean, you're a dynamic player last year, but how do you feel your game's improved in the offseason?
I think it's improved in just little aspects all around. I feel very comfortable in the post and doing a post move on a smaller guard or even a bigger post player. and then just confident shooting threes. I only took 1 3 today, but I know I have that. I know I have that shot available to me and that I'm just ready to shoot it. And yeah, so.
You ever had a game quite like that? I mean, you were plus 51. They didn't get more points than you until the third quarter. I mean, have you ever seen anything like that?
No, I actually had no idea how many points or rebounds I had. I was just like, I just kept going. I was just like, Alyssa, just keep running, keep doing what you can do. So I actually had no idea how many points or rebounds I had until just seeing the stat sheet, like literally just 2 minutes ago.
And one more. And obviously, they gave you a good game last year at Carmichael.
Yeah,
And then this happens today. What does that tell you about the growth of the program?
oh, it's huge growth. We came out like we came out ready to hunt. We were assertive in all areas of the game, and we were applying pressure. We knew that the atmosphere of this game, being Charlotte's first home game this season, and like there's going to be a lot of energy, so we had to hold each other accountable in order to contribute more than just points and rebounds to the game, like energy, momentum plays, just those little things that propel us to a strong win.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ashlyn and Jeremiah, you guys have anything?
No, I'm
All right.
good. Thank you, though.
Okay. Thanks, Alyssa.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Dana.
All right. See you then.